Today's recipe is mug muffin in a minute. It's something really easy and it has a lot of fiber, especially if you're having trouble, things aren't going as smoothly as you like. We really need fiber, especially after surgery, but this will be good for anybody, even a kid. You could flavor it up. But it is a very easy recipe and a pretty good breakfast, or you could have it for a snack or even a meal if you'd like. Okay, these are the ingredients. First, you'll need a mug, just an average size coffee mug, or you can do a larger one. You need a tablespoon. It calls for a tablespoon of Splenda, but I do the Truvia, so I use 2 packs, but you use a tablespoon of whatever sweetener that you prefer. And if you're making this for somebody who can have sugar, maybe a tablespoon of sugar in the raw or something like that would be good. But I'm going to use the Truvia. That equals about a tablespoon. You need a half a teaspoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I just shake this into the taste. We really like cinnamon around here, so you can don't have to measure this. Just shake it until it looks good. Or you could add a little nutmeg, whatever that you think sounds good. But cinnamon is what the recipe calls for, and it makes it really good. Next, you'll need ground flaxseed meal. This is the Bob's Red Mill brand. I got this at Whole Foods. I want to say it was maybe $3, $2 and something. And you can probably find this at any health food store, Whole Foods, Harry's Market, any of the markets that sell kind of, organic, natural stuff. Or you can find this in the regular grocery stores nowadays. But this is the flaxseed meal, and it provides fiber, lignans, I don't know what that is, and omega-3 fatty acids. So this is a very good product for fiber. You could add this in your hot cereal. You could add it in pancakes, really anything. It adds kind of a nutty flavor. If you bake muffins like the regular way, you could do it that way. But this is a great breakfast or snack for a gastric bypass patient. Then you will need 1 egg, and it can be a large or a medium egg. It doesn't really matter. Okay, these are the ingredients. Okay, right here I have 1/4 of a cup of the flaxseed meal. I forgot to tell you how much you needed, and also when you open this, you need to store it in the freezer or in the refrigerator after you open it. Okay, you take that and you just pour that in the mug first. And really, you don't have to do this in a certain order. You just have to combine all the ingredients in there. And then we're going to do the baking powder. I don't measure anything exact, really, but I say that is a half of a teaspoon. And it works just fine every time I've done this, so I think I do okay. Then I'm going to take the 2 packs of Truvia and pour it in. This is just so simple, but it was something I wanted to share with you guys, just in case you were having trouble with fiber or anything like that. Then you take the egg, and I am not good at cracking eggs, so I should have done that in a bowl, but did pretty good. Let me make sure there's no shells. No! Okay, then this is what it looks like so far. And then I'm just going to take the cinnamon, and I'm going to just shake it in until that looks about right for what we like. So I'm going to mix all this up, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's all mixed up. It doesn't look like very much, but it does rise because of the baking powder. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for 1 minute. And depending on the power of your microwave, you may have to do it a little longer. Just touch it and see if it feels like a muffin. And it will be pulling away from the sides of the cup, and then you will know it's done. It doesn't have to be really dry, though, because you can let it sit and the moisture will dry up. So I'll come back and show you after I Okay, here it is when it's finished microwaving. As you can see, it's spongy like a muffin, and it pulls apart off the sides of the cup. You can take this out if you want. We just leave it in there because that's one less thing to wash. But you could plate it up if you'd like, if you're having company or something like that. If you flavor this up, I know kids would even eat this. Put some fruit in it. What I'm going to do is read you now the nutrition stats. But first I wanted to tell you, you could also add about a tablespoon of light cream cheese into this. That would make it really good to give it an extra flavor. And then you could put blueberries on top, sliced strawberries, bananas, anything you want on the top. And it would just, you know, be the kind of muffin that you want. You could put blueberries inside of it, make a blueberry muffin. You could put strawberries inside, or you could just add them on top. What I'm going to do today is add about I'd say about a teaspoon to a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of the agave nectar. Just drizzling it on top because we don't have any of those fruits right now. But it's good by itself, but if you want to flavor it up more, you can put fruit for, you know, it wouldn't be as much calories. This here is 60 calories for a tablespoon. Sorry about that. So Joe's coming home. Hold on a second. So if you just want to put any kind of fruit on top, that would lower the calories. But since we don't have it, I'm just going to drizzle this on top. And this is what it looks like again. I've already put the syrup on there, and I hope you can see that. Now, the calories without the agave nectar or any fruit is 195. So with this, I'm going to add probably, I don't know, probably a half of a teaspoon. So that would add 15 more calories. So that would be 210 calories for this one. But with fruit, you may, you know, just look it up. It may be 5 or so calories. Fat is 9 grams because of the flaxseed meal has the good fat in it. Protein would be 12 grams. Carbs, 9 grams of sugar. So this is your mug muffin in a minute. I hope you enjoy it.